Hey everybody, today is Thursday, March 7th, 2024. And today, we're at home because today I've got all of these shelves to pack up into the van. That is the plan. That is the van plan for the day. I'm actually getting a little bit of a late start to today, but only a little bit of a late start to today. I hit that snooze button a couple of times on my phone because I don't know, I was tired. I knew I really wasn't going anywhere today, so I figured I hit the snooze button a couple of times. Anyway, so the plan for the day is to get all of these shelves. These are the shelves from the basement library. I need to get all these shelves packed up, put into the van, and then tonight I'm heading back down to the Florida house. So I've got a lot of packing to do. I think in theory, I'm like 95% sure all of these shelves are going to fit in the van. That might be wishful thinking. I might be getting ahead of myself or counting my chickens before they hatch or whatever the saying might be for something like this, but I think I can get all these shelves into the van. And if I do get them all into the van the way I'm thinking they're going to fit, I should be able to get some other stuff in the van as well. Today's kind of a crucial day of packing because the amount of stuff I get in the van today will determine how much more stuff I have to take to my brother's house, because I do have to take down specific things the next trip down. The next trip after this trip is it. That's the final trip. That's the last time I am driving down to Florida from this house. I will be driving back up occasionally over the next X amount of months to do things in the area I have to do. There's things like Blobfest. There's other things I have to do in this area. And when I come up for those things, I will be taking stuff from my brother's house back down. But I do have stuff to store there. But the next trip, I do have to take down my movies that I'm selling. So all these movies here have to come down the next trip because I have to keep these here obviously for now, because if anybody buys anything over the next couple of weeks, I need to have access to this stuff. My son's bike, even my Spice Girl bike, that stuff might be going to my brother's house for right now. There's just a lot I have to still take down. There's some things in the house I have to take. These shelves here have to go down. So depending on how much stuff I can get into the van today on top of these shelves will determine how much stuff I'm going to end up taking to my brother's house, because I'll have a pretty good idea of how much more stuff I can fit into the van. So that's what's happening today. We're loading the van today. That TV has to go down. Still haven't decided if my couch is going down or not. I don't even know if the couch can fit in the van. I don't want to spend like $500 on a new couch, but there is part of me who's thinking I might just end up spending $500 on a new couch I know it's a lot of money, but just to kind of not have to deal with the stress of taking a couch down that may or may not even fit into the van. That's the thing. I don't want to bring it all the way upstairs only to find out it doesn't fit and then have to take it back downstairs. The new owner said he put a piece of tape on that couch downstairs, so he wants the couch. So if I don't take it, it's not a big deal. I can keep it here. But again, it's a nice couch. It's in really good condition. And I kind of just want to take it. But I don't know if that's going to be possible. So I don't know. Because again, the TV has to go. Other shelves have to go. There's a lot of stuff that has to go still. And I'm only going to take so much of it. Like the TV has to go down like the next trip. Like this cannot go to my brother's house. It weighs too much. This needs to go into the van. So the next trip, the TV has to go. All right, so I'm gonna go move the van up to this door here. I'm gonna start loading. It's a nice day out today. It's gonna be like in the 50s, so that's good. But all right, wish me luck. Again, I think in theory, all this stuff will fit. If you're noticing this fun story. I'm not a religious person, but I have a really interesting story behind this. And why I kept this. It has to do with my dad. Anyway, so maybe I'll tell that story at the end of the video. We'll see. Anyway, all right, so we've got to pack. That's the plan. And again, I think in theory, all these shelves will fit. I'm really hoping they do. If they fit, I'll be really happy. If they don't, I guess that's just more stuff I will end up having to take to my brother's house. But again, in theory, I do think all these shelves are going to fit. Maybe. All right, van has been moved over to the other door, but the real question now for today, the real question really isn't, it's getting windy. The real question isn't really necessarily, can I fit all the shelves into the van? The real question I'm having today, and the question I've been having ever since last week when I had this installed is, can I remove the new seat? It is a removable seat. This can be taken out. That's the way these this is not a Ford Transit, but that's a Ford Transit seat I had put in. The Ford Transit seats have these little kind of handles on the back. You pull them, the latch unlatches, and it comes off the rail. So you can take these in and out. So that's why I like these seats. That's why I use these seats, because I can take them out if I need to. The issue is the seat I had in here, which is now over here. This seat in of itself is extremely heavy. It's all the metal. The seat part isn't so heavy. It's all that metal down there. That part's pretty heavy. So even by myself lifting that, I mean, I can do it obviously, but it's a little strenuous. So my question is, if I have, I mean, I don't want to say I have a difficult time lifting that, but it's pretty heavy. Can I lift these? And can I actually like get back in there to pop out those latches? See, that's the question, because you have to pop the latches and then flip the whole thing forward. Like, I'm even thinking, how am I going to do that with like just one person? How am I going to get back there, pop the latches, and flip it forward all at the same time? I don't know how this is going to work. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to try. Also, I feel like I'm spitting a lot this morning. I'm salivating a lot this morning. Woke up with kind of a with a scratch, not a scratchy throat, but I don't know. I'm coughing today a lot this morning. There's a lot of coughing coming out of my mouth this morning. So I don't know, phlegmy or whatever. Hopefully I'm not coming down with another cold. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I have not tried this yet. This is gonna be my first time ever trying to remove the new bench seat by myself. I'll probably never have to take this out again after this, because I don't know. I mean, maybe I will, but I don't really ever have enough stuff in here in the van at one time to really take this out anymore. I used to, back when I resold toys and collectibles, I would always take the seat out, just pile this thing out with bins full of stuff. Now that I don't do that, now that I only resell movies and whatnot, I don't really have that many bins, so I don't really need to take this out. So I'm thinking this is probably it. This is probably the last time this bench sheet will ever come out of the van. Once I put it back in on the next trip, because then that's another thing. The next trip, see, that's why the couch is not going to fit in here. There's no way that I'm going to have to buy a new couch. So the next trip, the seat has to come with me. So the seat can't be taken out the next trip. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to buy a new couch. It is what it is, unfortunately. I don't, unless I store it at my brother's house, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Anyway, I'm stalling because I don't want to deal with this. But all right, I'm going to put the camera down, and I'm going to try to take this seat out. This is going to be the most difficult part of today, I feel. Wish me luck. Okay, so that was not easy. I actually had to do some like jerry rigging. You can see I used bungee cords to help me with the cunning use of bungee cords. I was able to do this, so I kind of just attached the bungee cords to the handles back there that you have to lift up to detach it. There's like kind of hooks that hook in. That's what keeps it from moving while you're driving, and you lift those and it kind of detaches the hooks. Anyway, there was no way for me to reach back there and tip it. It was impossible. So 2 bungee cords yanked, the whole thing came loose, and I was able to tip it forward. With that being said, that's only the beginning. I now have to get this out of the van. So can I do this by myself? How heavy is this seat? I don't know. I've never lifted it. This is gonna be my first time ever trying to lift this by myself. So good news is with bungee cords, I can remove it from the hooks. I can remove the hooks. But can I get this out? Can I lift it myself? Can I get it out of the van? We're about to find out. I have to. I don't have a choice. This has to come out. Otherwise, the shelves. I've got. I'm spitting. I'm phlegmy. I got a cough, and I'm lisp. Is that really a lisp? Is it a lisp? Whatever. I have to get these. I have to get this out. If I don't get this out, the shelves do not come. They're not. They are. I think the shelves are going to fit, but without the seat outs, they are nowhere. I'm going to get like 2 shelves down. So, all right. Wish me luck. Did I eat my Wheaties this morning? No, I did not. So, hopefully I can lift this myself. Okay, so good news is I was able to get the seat out by myself. Bungee cords and brute strength. This seat weighs a heck of a lot more than that seat. That actually really hurt my hand lifting that. Anyway, so wow, that was intense. The seat, again, it weighs a lot. Next time I'm gonna have somebody help me with that. I mean, there's nobody really around right now who could help me with that, so I kind of had to do it myself. But in the future, if Danielle is around or a neighbor is around, after I get it popped off the latches, you can see again the latches, like the railings there. It hooks into those little bars. Anyway, I'm still out of breath. Once I get it popped off the rails and tilted forward, I will have somebody come out here and help me with that, because yeah, that was heavy. 2 people probably would not be all that bad, but with 1 person lifting that was intense. It rained last night. Look at all the worms out here. They are everywhere. All right, anyway. Okay, I'm gonna actually sweep first. I have not cleaned the van in months. Usually I always clean the van. Anytime I go on a trip, anytime I take the van anywhere, I always clean it before and I always clean it after. But I've just been loading this up with stuff to take down to Florida, so I haven't bothered to do any cleaning because it just kind of gets dirty again. But you know what? It's been a while. It's bugging me that it looks as dirty as it does. I'm just gonna sweep very quickly. Not gonna mop the floor or anything like that. Just gonna sweep. Why not? And then we'll load the shelves. You know what? This would be a good way to get a bit of a breather in, because I'm still out of breath from lifting that seat. Again, that was pretty darn heavy. All right, so the van has been swept out, but it's still very, very filthy. I have to mop the floors. The mat up front has to be washed off. Things have to be just wiped down. The whole van is a mess at the moment. It's driving me crazy. I hate seeing it like this, but I know it's just going to continue to get dirty due to the fact that I'm going to be loading it up with stuff and taking that stuff down to Florida. So once all that's done, I'll give the van a good like spring cleaning, but for right now, it's just going to be kind of dirty, but at least it's been swept out. All right, so as you can see, there's a lot more room in here now, and I now have to try to get these shelves in. Like I said, I think the dogs are, there's a dog up there and a dog out there. They're talking to each other. It's like 101 Dalmatians. Maybe there's some Dalmatians lost. Anyway, Cruella de Vil got the puppies. Anywho, so I think these will fit. I am still a little, like, I'm pretty sure they'll fit, but I am still a little, we'll see. All right, no more delaying, no more stalling. I've got to get these shelves into the van. That is my main goal. Get the shelves into the van, and then from there, see how much more I can fit. Can I put stuff on top of the shelves? Can I put stuff on the bed? Can I get stuff under the bed? Or I think shelves are going to have to actually go under the bed as well. So I'm curious to see how much more stuff on top of the shelves I can fit. I'm hoping I can get some more boxes down. I'm hoping more than just the shelves fit this trip. That is my goal, to get the shelves in here and maybe some more, but I don't know. Okay, like I said, enough stalling, enough rambling on. I don't want to do this, but we got to do it. So, all right, shelves going in the van. Oh yeah, so completely forgot the glass shelves, the rest of my glass display cases. I really want to get these down this trip as well. I need to leave room to put these in. I'm thinking probably the same way I put them in last time. It worked last time. Not a single, I shouldn't say this. Knock on, there's plenty of wood. Knock on wood. None of these broke last time I took them down. I took about half down last time. I still have the other half to take down this time. I think if I put them in the same way I put them in last time, I should be good. They should be okay. I don't know if they're really gonna fit the same way I had them last time. I'm not sure, but it is my goal to also get those down because I wanna get those down, taken care of. I don't wanna have to worry about those on the next couple of trips. So all the shelves and the glass display cases, those are my two main goals for today. Okay, once again, I am completely out of breath. As you can see, the hoodie has come off. I'm breaking a sweat now, but I had to show you guys the amazingness that is the way in which these shelves fit into the van. They fit in perfectly, not a single inch to spare. It's almost like these shelves were built to go into the van, which they were not. In fact, I put these in a different way than I had envisioned. So I am so happy these fit. I was pretty sure they would, but as I was putting them in, I was getting less and less confident that they would actually all fit in, but oh my gosh, they do. That is amazing. With that being said, I do still have a couple more sections that have to go in, like the top halves. I have a couple more sections of the top halves. Some are already in there, but these have to go in. And then the parts that go on top of the top halves, they have to go in as well. But I had already kind of anticipated on some of this going under the bed, so that's fine. I think those will fit under the bed. I haven't actually checked that out yet, so we'll see. But so far, again, I don't want to jinx myself, but so far, so good. I'm really impressed by the way these fit into the van. I did not see that. Well, again, I was pretty sure they would fit, but like I said, as I was putting them in, as I realized I was gonna have to put them in differently than I had anticipated, I was getting worried, but they fit. So, all right, I'm gonna try to get the rest of the shelves in here, some under the bed, some kind of on the side of the door there. I think this is gonna work. I've got some good news, bad news. So the good news is, again, the shelves are fitting perfectly into the van. I mean, not really an inch to spare. They fit exactly underneath the bed. The bad news is this is not all the shelves. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections that have to be put in. So those are going to fit. I will get those into the van. I'm not concerned about that. I think at the very least or very most or very whatever, I can put them on top of these shelves. They'll fit. I'm not concerned about that. I will get those into the van. The other bad news is, though, I'm not sure how much more stuff I'm going to fit. I was really hoping to get some more of these boxes and these bins and just other stuff down. That wood is also technically part of the shelves. Again, I was really hoping to get more of this stuff down. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's pretty much just gonna be like 99% shelves this trip. Like these shelves aren't gonna be able to go down now. Like I was maybe hoping they'd somehow fit. So there's gonna be a lot more going to my brother's house than I had anticipated, unfortunately. But it is what it is. At least the shelves I really wanted to go down this trip are going to go down this trip. It's just, like I said, I was kind of hoping maybe I could cram some other things into the van as well. I will be able to get other things into the van, just not as much. I'm thinking the glass shelves can go right kind of here. I'm thinking that'll work, but yeah, I'm getting a lot in here, just not as much as I was I was hoping for. And again, completely out of breath, but I cannot believe this. The shelves, they are in the van. They fit, again, perfectly into the van. Getting them out of the van is going to be the tricky part, but I mean, those fit perfectly. Had I had one more shelf to try and get in there, they would not have fit. The amount of shelves I had, again, fit perfectly into the van. That is crazy. I cannot believe how well that worked. They are right up to the tippy top of the ceiling. Okay, well, I'm satisfied with that. I do have to try to get the glass shelves into the van now. There is technically, okay, so all the shelves are not in there because these are the sides of the shelves. These are the wooden sides. They have to go as well because I can't put those shelves together without those. Honestly, if these have to wait until the next trip, not the biggest deal. I'm not gonna put those shelves together this trip anyway, so won't be the biggest deal, but I would like to try and get those in as well if I can. So, all right, I'm feeling good. Again, I'm not gonna get as much stuff down as I was hoping. Like, I don't know why I thought maybe somehow these would also fit. I don't know what I was thinking. They're not. But I do still have room for a couple more boxes. Those shelves are not going down. But at least I'm getting an idea of everything that I'm gonna have to take to my brother's house now. I'm getting a feel. And honestly, this pile isn't that big. The couch though, I'm really starting to think that couch is probably, I don't know. Maybe I'll take the couch to my brother's house. We'll see. But anyway, I'm leaning towards I'm gonna have to buy a new couch, it's a shame. I like that couch. I want to keep that couch. That couch is like just perfect. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna try to get those glass shelves in here now and see how that goes. If I can do that and then stick a couple other things in, I'll be happy. So let's try and get this done. I am very pleasantly surprised right now and very happy right now. So even though I did say I was 95% sure that everything I wanted to fit in the van was going to fit in the van, again, as I was loading it, I was getting kind of leery, kind of worried that maybe everything wasn't going to fit, but everything did fit. All the shelves fit in there perfectly. Again, that's kind of blowing my mind how well those all fit in there. One more shelf. If I would have had one more shelf to take down, they would not have fit. So that is crazy. And again, yes, I know I did not get the sides of the shelves into the van, but I'm not going to be building the shelves this weekend. I'm going down for one day. The shelves are not getting built. These sides can wait until the next trip. Not a big deal, but again, all the shelves in the van. I got boxes in the van. I got other things in the van. I got a lot of stuff in here, which is fantastic. So as you can see, I got things like boots crammed in here and other stuff in there and tools and things crammed into the sides. Stuff just kind of like smushed into the shelves. I got stuff up on the bed. I just need this section here to sleep. So all kinds of boxes and bins and tubs and whatnots in there. And before anybody says anything, I know I am using UPS tubs. I don't know how over the years I've accumulated UPS tubs, but I assure you, once I take all this stuff down to Florida and I unload all that stuff, I will be taking these back to the United States Postal Service. I'm just kind of using them right now, and I'll take them back down to a post office in Florida. Those are going to be going back to the Postal Service. But look at this. I can barely get the door shut. I have everything crammed in here so tightly, the door hardly shuts, and the glass also fit in there perfectly. In fact, that's actually more secure than it was the last time I drove glass down to Florida. It was moving around a little bit and getting me kind of worried. That's in there. It doesn't even move. It is tightly in there. That is awesome. So I'm satisfied. The whole van is completely filled. Everything I pretty much wanted to go with me on this trip is going with me. Yeah, I don't know why I thought some of these shelves could go. I don't know why I thought those were gonna fit. They are not. Maybe it would have been cool to get a couple other things, a couple other bins and whatnot into the van, but you know what? I'm satisfied. And again, I have an idea of what it is that's probably going to go to my brother's house over the next couple of weeks. Things like all these extra, like Rubbermaid and whatnot, plastic containers. I do want to take these, but I'll probably take those to my brother's house for now. The bikes, probably going to go to my brother's house. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna take some more stuff over to his house. That TV that has to go down the next trip. But I don't know about I don't know about the couch. Man, I might be buying a new couch. I don't want to. I don't want to, but I might be just to save myself the trouble. Anyway, so that is awesome. That is amazing. I cannot believe everything fit the way it fits. And it's only like noon. I got all that done in the last 2 hours. It was like 10 o'clock when I started doing this. So in 2 hours, I got the whole van loaded. Everything's in here. Maybe I'll find a couple other things to sort of cram into, you know, areas like this or something. I can shove something in there. I don't know. Maybe I'll find a couple other things to cram into the van. But for the most part, I'm done. We're good. That's it. The van has been loaded. I am happy. That is amazing. All right. But I think that's going to do it for today. All right, guys. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Again, I am very pleasantly surprised. I am very happy that everything fit for the most part into the van. That is awesome. But I do have to go pack up some laundry now. I got to pack clothes up to take down with me. I've got a couple other things to take care of. I just remembered I really wanted to get some movies taken down there. Those aren't going to fit, unfortunately. Again, things that have to wait until the next trip. I'm actually debating now. I was looking at the calendar. I could potentially take one more trip down just for taking stuff down to Florida. I could take one more trip down before I permanently move down there, like in 2 weeks. I could do that. That would be in between trips. I don't know. It would kind of be nice not to have to take a ton of stuff to my brother's house and leave it there. Although, with that being said, I do plan on taking like 2 more trips up here after I'm permanently down there between now and like July. So it's like, do I take one more trip down there to not have to take a bunch of stuff to my brother's house? Or do I just take the stuff over there? And then since I am making like 2 more trips up here in the next couple of months anyway, just pick up the stuff from his house. I feel like I'm kind of wasting, I don't know, comments down below. I feel like I'm kind of wasting gas and mileage on the van by taking one more trip down when it's not that I don't need to. Again, I have stuff that I want to take down. Oh my gosh, I would love to take, one more trip would pretty much be all my stuff. I could honestly go to my brother's house and probably get all the stuff I dropped off there and probably get all of it down. I mean, again, I might be biting off more than I can chew. I mean, I might be, whatever phrase you want to put in here, I might be talking out of my butt right now, but in theory, if I did take one more trip between that trip and my final trip, I might be able to get everything down. It's a possibility. Like I'm thinking about it. It might happen, but I don't know. There's the couch I might want to take. Maybe I can't. I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? One more trip between this trip and my final trip, like in 2 weeks, just to get another load down there. And then maybe possibly like everything, when I move down there, like everything, or at least most everything would already be there. It'd be great. Or do I just take some more stuff to my brother's house and then worry about getting the rest of the stuff down there over the next X amount of months? I don't know. Comments down below. But regardless, stuff is in the van. Things fit. All the shelves, that makes me happy. All the shelves fit. That is so cool. I can't believe how well they fit. All right. Also, the last trip I take down there, this seat will have to come with me, and I might be taking that seat too if that hasn't sold. I had like 5 people. I listed this on Facebook Marketplace. Like 5 people contacted me about the seat. Nobody's come to get it yet. But this seat will have to be in the van on my final trip down. So again, just thinking about how one more trip could potentially really help me out, but it's a lot of mileage. It's a lot of mileage on the van and a lot more gas being used. I don't know. Anyway, all right. I'm rambling now. I'm happy. Everything fit, but that is going to do it. Like I said, I got some laundry to do. I should probably go get some lunch. I'm starving at this point. I need to get some food. I've got some other random things to take care of before I head down to Florida in like a couple of hours. I'm going to leave, pick up my son from school, and then from there, I'm heading down. So, a couple things to take care of before I do that. But, all right, guys, that's going to do it. Thank you for joining me on another van packing video. How many of the comments down below? How many of these videos have I done now? You guys seem to like it. You guys seem to like watching me pack a van. But every time I pack a van, it's an adventure. And what I mean by that is I'm always trying to get like specific things into the van, and I'm not sure how it's gonna fit, and I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do. It's like, and there's always new stuff I have to pack into the van. So I feel like every time I do pack the van, it is always an adventure. It's always, what will I get into the van this time? Will everything I want to take down get in? Will everything I want to fit? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes it's perfect. Like this time, I don't know how that worked out. Anyway, guys, all right, that's gonna do it. So, as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. As I'm saying that, I'm thinking, I've got to send out postcards. It's the beginning of a new month. I have to do that. I will try to buy some postcards maybe while I'm down in Florida. Or do I have postcards down there? I will try to buy some postcards maybe while I'm in Florida so that Danielle and I can sign them and get them sent out like this weekend. That'd be great. So we'll see about that. But anyway, so if you become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. You get your name in the credits of the video. So I really do appreciate the help. It really does mean a ton to me. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt where you can grab yourself retro rest stop t-shirts. There's a lot of cool designs. You can get stickers, you can get pins, you can get hoodies, you can get hats, all kinds of cool stuff at Spreadshirt. So check down below for a link to that. Some of you guys are telling me the link didn't work. I fixed it. You were right. It didn't work. That was my bad. I fixed the link. So if you ever try to click on that link and it didn't work, do it now. And you can go check out what merchandise you can buy. And proceeds, both from Spreadshirt and from Patreon, help support the show. And they keep the show going. So I really, really do appreciate that support. It means a lot to me. All right. And if you guys watch this video all the way until the very end, hashtag the shelves fit. Hashtag the shelves fit. If you guys watch this video all the way until the very end. But all right. Will this door shut? Ooh. Yeah. Wait, hold on. The way you test it out is you lock the doors. If the doors don't lock, it didn't shut. Oop. Ha! The door shut. Awesome. So, all right, guys. Like I said, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in the next video on the way down to Florida. I'm thinking Carolinas, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Who knows where I'll be vlogging from tomorrow, but it won't be here in Pennsylvania. It'll be somewhere between here and my new home in Florida. So, all right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Okay, all right. So I did promise you guys a story about this right here. So first off, the horseshoe, the Eisenhower horseshoe. I got this made. I don't remember when I got this made. I think I got it made in Hershey Park, if I'm not mistaken. They make horseshoes for you there. So this I have because you should always put a piece of iron on your front door. It keeps out the evil spirits. It's an old wives' tale that if you put iron on your door, it doesn't have to be a horseshoe. It can be. That's where the whole lucky horseshoe story comes. It doesn't come from it actually being a lucky horseshoe. It comes from putting a piece of iron on your door to keep out evil spirits. It could literally just be a chunk of iron on your door. It does not have to be in the shape of a horseshoe. It's just that a lot of people started using iron horseshoes as the iron on the door. So that's how the whole horseshoe thing came to be. So anyway, that was above the door, the front door here in this house. It's going to go above the front door at the house in Florida. But anyway, you guys want to know more about this, right? The crucifix here, the Jesus Christ crucifix here. So again, I myself am not really religious. I'm not against religion. I'm not anti-religion. I keep a very open mind. When it comes to religion, I do believe that anybody should be able to believe in and practice whatever religion they choose, just as long as they don't force their beliefs on other people. That's when I have an issue with religion. But if you just do what you want to do, you're happy with how you are living your life and your religion, and you want to be religious, I say go for it. Knock yourself out. I keep an open mind. I do consider myself to be an agnostic towards every religion because I can't say that parts of religion don't exist. I can't say that they do exist. I can't say. So I keep an open mind. I would never say that, no, you're wrong. What you believe in is incorrect. But I also couldn't say that it is correct because I just don't know. Anyway, so keep an open mind. So again, not anti-religion, but normally a crucifix would not be something you would see me hanging up in a house or anything like that. I did go to Sunday school. I did go to church growing up. I actually taught Sunday school with a girl I used to date for a while. I worked for the American Baptist churches. So religion's been in my life pretty much my entire life. But anyway, so why do I have a crucifix? If I'm not religious, why would I have this? And the story goes, this is all because of my dad. This is my dad's crucifix. He kept this because, and this is a crazy story. This is the kind of story that makes me go, huh? Like it really does make you wonder. And for anybody out there who is religious, I'm sure I'm going to get the comments down below saying, well, no, there you go. But so my dad, he was a firefighter. He was the chief of the local fire company, and he was in a building one time. He was in a building, they were putting out a fire, and he got lost. He got lost in the building. The whole building got engulfed in smoke, and he was in a room, and he actually got to the point where he got disoriented. Somehow he ended up getting himself turned around in this room and could not find his way out. He was trapped in this house. So he gets down the ground because you want to get below the smoke, but it's still, below the smoke, it's still, the whole room is full of smoke. So he's on his hands and knees, looking around, trying to get out of this room. And as he's crawling, his knee, bam, right on something. And when he goes, like that, he looks down and he sees the light coming out from underneath a door. And that was the way out. So I know, right? So there you go. That is what this is. So he was crawling around, trying to find his way out of a burning building, a building completely filled with smoke. He got turned around. He was lost, could not find his way out. Sort of like kneels while he's crawling, kneels upon this. Says, "Ow!" Looks down. What did I just kneel on? Oh my gosh! Sees the light from underneath the door. Finds his way out. That is why he kept this, and I kept this as well. So pretty awesome, pretty cool. That's why I have this. That's why I hold on. I hold on to this this crucifix. It's again, I'm not religious, but it makes you think. Things that make you go, So anyway, that's the story behind the crucifix. But all right, I'm gonna go back inside now because I think it's dropped in temperature. I'm actually freezing now. Maybe it's because I'm not loading a van that I'm cold, but this whole time I've been shivering. All of us, yeah, it's got windy. Now it's colder out now. It's way colder than it was this morning. This morning the sun was actually coming out. It was like in the 50s. I'm thinking maybe it's like low 40s now. It's definitely dropped in temperature. All right, I'm gonna go inside, guys. So there you go. There's the story. Now you know about now you know about horseshoes, and you know why I have a crucifix. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. All right, on to Florida I go. Have a good one, guys. Yeah, it's cold and windy. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.